Get right into this. I'm about to show you how KEYSHAWN is about to change the way boxing pays out, the way boxing approves payments, purse bids, everything. He's about to change the face of boxing. Watch what I tell you. I'm going to use this analogy. Back in the days, labels, A&Rs, they used to tell rappers, man, how old are you? How long you been rapping? All that mattered. And guess what? The YNs came in and changed the whole face of the game. People like Tyler, the Creator, they just started rapping and doing whatever they wanted to do. And then people just start taking it by storm and start indigesting it and said, oh, yeah, we like this. And so now it don't matter how old you are. It don't matter how you look. It don't matter how long you've been rapping. Some of these dudes been rapping for 6 months and got millions of followers and millions of dollars. So with that being said, KEYSHAWN is changing the way, like, oh, you got to do X, Y, and Z to get this much money in boxing. You got to be an elite boxer. You got to have this many belts, or you have to go through this and this and that. KEYSHAWN said, man, forget all that, man. I want this amount of money. I want this amount of money, period. Either you going to pay me or we ain't fighting. That's gangster. So he's changing the way boxing is working. He's changing the way the accolades come and the way things stack up to get a certain type of paycheck in the boxing game. And I respect it, because the old way is not the new way. The new way is coming. Period, point blank. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Everybody been saying it. So now you know what's going on in boxing, and KEYSHAWN is the one doing it. Y'all can call him a duck. Y'all can call him what you want. I ain't calling him nothing but a man who knows his value. See, before, the people in boxing, the boxing sanctions used to let you tell you what you was worth, what your value is. That's all over now. KEYSHAWN just changed that. KEYSHAWN just changed the whole way that boxing looks at value and price hikes and value and net worth and stuff like that. That's over. KEYSHAWN just changed that because he turned down the biggest purse of his life, because he feel like this is the biggest fight of the year. Why I can't get the biggest payday of the year? And I feel like I'm worth more than what y'all saying. Y'all can't tell me what I'm worth. That's just with me also. You can't nobody out here tell me what I'm worth. I tell my kids the same thing. Can't nobody tell you what you worth. Tell them what you worth and then add the taxes, man. Period, point blank. You can't tell nobody, oh, you only worth $2 million. I feel like I'm worth $100 million. Now what? Just because you don't agree, that's on you. But I know what I am worth to this game. I know what I'm worth to the boxing community. Because when you say KEYSHAWN, you can't say a bum. You can't say a non-boxer. You can't say non-talent. You can't say none of that. That boy can box. And he has us accolades, and y'all acting like he only got 3 or 4 fights. The man got 15 fights, man. 15 fights and whooped every opponent in a nice fashion. So the man has value to him. What your value that you value him at is on you. But where he's valuing himself at, and I respect him for it. I'm worth, when people say, oh yeah, how much is your hat? Let me give you $20 for your hat, man. I want $50 for this hat, man. This is my creation. You can't tell me what, you can value your clothes what you want to. Look at Gallery Department. Look at Amiri. Look at the companies like that. All that stuff is cheap to make, bro. Super cheap. But guess what? They put their value on Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, Prada, Fendi. All that stuff is cheap to make. But guess what? They put their value on it. You gonna pay whatever they tell you, and they ain't taking no shorts. You can't go in Louis Vuitton and tell them. I remember I tried to buy some Louis Vuitton shoes, and they was out of them, and it was the last pair, and one of them was on the rack, and it had dirt on. I said, man, y'all gonna give me a discount? They was like, nah, we don't do that. If you want the shoes, they $700. I still bought them shoes because I really wanted. I bought them shoes, and I knew that was my last pair of shoes I was buying, designer pair of shoes, because they don't feel good, and they valued at a high value. So you could go buy some comfortable shoes over here, some Nikes that cost $200. Then you could buy some high-end shoes for $700 to $1,000. They don't even feel good. But guess what? That's where they valued at. That's where they made their value. They picked how much they wanted to sell you their product for. So KEYSHAWN is only telling you what his product and his brand is worth. And I respect that. But he's changing the way boxing is looked at. He's changing the payday in boxing. He's changing the value, how you view people and how you value them and where their price point is in boxing. Watch what I tell you. KEYSHAWN just did a hell of a thing, man. But if you're getting any value for this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. Like, follow, and subscribe. It don't cost a dime to subscribe. Subscribe, because the real don't lie, baby. I appreciate the subscription. I really need it. I'm trying to blow my channel up. But I'm with KEYSHAWN on this one. I don't care what boxing got to say. I don't care about no boxing sanctions. These fighters can value themselves the way they want to value them. Just like Floyd Mayweather, he values himself. It is what it is. Let's go. California country.